fantastic Friday. Once again, I am your host, Tonya Dee. I'm a holistic Sha medium weaving the cosmic threads through the subtle energetic realms and fields. And we have successfully arrived at a very powerful threshold. We've just moved through the depths of Scorpio season, the final hours, not just the final day. The moon has entered into dear Sagittarius, lifting us from the underworld of transformation into the fires of truth, vision, and spiritual expansion. There's a cosmic shift from the emotional depths into a spiritual ignition. It's like our spirit side is being ignited. So if you've been feeling like you've been in the cave, possibly doing that shadow work that none of us seem to enjoy, the ghost in the darkness, or swimming in the emotional undercurrents. So just think of this as the moment. This is the moment, like rising from the underworld with a torch in your hands. So this Sag moon is kind of spirit handing us a lantern and invoking or saying, like passing the kernel off. It's like, okay, love, now let's see what all that transformation was for. So this Sag moon is the phoenix breath, the breath of the phoenix, the spark of truth, wisdom, revelation that lights your next path forward. So buckle up, Buttercup. Today we are going to tune into the Sag moon at the end of the Scorpio season. We're going to weave in the elemental energies, of course. The energetic runway is open, of course. Again, the Quantum Leap series, which started on 11/11 at 11. Spirit to spirit, spirit to soul, and soul to source. So you are definitely in the right place at the right time in the right frequency. And of course, if you do stay tuned till the end of the show, that's where I'll be offering mini Cowry Shell Divinations live. So if your heart feels called, go ahead and drop your birth year, birth month in the show notes or the comments here. Of course, let's see, I was tuned in here. Oh, my phone's going off. But let's dive into the lunar weather first, and then we'll head into the elementals. So we're going to be riding the fire. Let's talk about the Sag moon in the final depths of Scorpio before we move on into Sagittarius season. I'm just looking for my little, because I'm all hilarious. There's my hilariousness. So we've just walked through Scorpio's realm, deep emotions, shadows surfacing, truths that don't always feel comfortable. They're kind of like a conquest. So Scorpio season is about death, rebirth, about emotional alchemy, soul level honesty. And now with the moon, which has moved into Sagittarius, which is a fire sign ruled by Jupiter, it's all about higher wisdom, big picture vision, spiritual adventure. Emotionally, this can feel like a lift in our energy, a desire to roam, explore, say what you really feel, and also a sense of okay, what did I learn from all that intensity? So the Sag moon is your inner seeker. It takes everything that you've moved through in Scorpio and says, what's the meaning? What's the story? What's the wisdom? It's connected to your soul's harmonic, where you can script your next chapter with Creator. So if your emotions have been heavy or sticky, allow and just let this lunar fire help you lighten the load, zoom out, and really reconnect to your higher purpose. Definitely. Oh, well, getting to you, Sky Blessings. November 19th, 1997. I'll be excited to move the shells on your behalf. They're sitting over here if you're new here, all percolating. So stay tuned till the end. So with the Sag moon, I just want to say you might feel the urge to really speak your truth more boldly, maybe more vividly, and take a risk or lean into something that feels like a soul quest. That definitely is the Sag moon saying that your heart wants to grow and let's follow the flame. And the moon in Sag brings this lift, a widening of perspective, clarity after that intensity, and really a readiness to rise into those higher truths. So Scorpio season definitely took us down deep. I don't know about you, but deep into the shadows, the shadow works, like really excavating and purificating, if that's even a word, and emotional shedding, which is all about the snake year anyway. So it's time to take what we've learned and point our arrow towards destiny. So this moon really wants meaning, it wants vision, it wants truth. It's pulling us out of survival and into purpose, expansion, and that higher calling. Again, it's the soul's harmonic. It's our ninth energetic center. If you were to stretch your hand up all the way above your head, you might feel this mushroom cloud pulsing there. And if you've been feeling emotional heaviness or some stagnation, there's this deep internal processing. So this moon is the exhale that really clears the smoke from the cave. So Sag, your moon, your moon, especially if you've got a Sag natal moon, that is your lantern. And as we stand here at the end of Scorpio season, the final hours on the edge of ingressing into Sag, this is really a powerful moment to really sit steady and just ask yourself, like, what am I ready to release from this last chapter? And, like, what truth are we ready to walk towards? And just kind of leave the backpack at the door as you enter a new one. And for everyone tuning in right now and listening, this moon is our invitation to really speak and invoke your truth clearly, following those intuitive sparks, different than those gut sensations, and really seek clarity and authenticity in the meaning, and really rise above emotional entanglements, the web, and ask spirit, your guides, the universe, whatever you want to call that, otherworldly connection, ask that energy for direction. So just know this energy is fast, it's fiery, it's very future orientated, and allow your in-spirit nation to lead. Even if it doesn't fully make any sense yet. So just know, as I've always found for myself, the next steps will reveal themselves once you say yes and even ask what else, right? So now, of course, you know me, I don't just stop with the lunar insights. We're actually going to bring in the elementals, the 4 pillars energy, to see how this cosmic weather is shaping up your energetic design after the Sag moon in Scorpio moon forecast, found on YouTube, of course, natal moon forecast. So when I return, the elemental pathway part of the show. So let's just see how this shift from Scorpio into Sag with a fiery moon plays out through those pillars as well. So this is the natal forecast if your natal moon is in Sagittarius, kicking off the end of Scorpio season. And as we finish the season with the moon in Sagittarius at the cusp of Sag season, and then we open the gates, right, to the Sag season with the moon still at 19 degrees Sag, just saying. Jupiter, Sagittarius ruler, is actually retrograde at 24 degrees Cancer. So this is adding a deep emotional retroactive flavor to the fiery Sagittarian kind of kickoff. And if your natal moon is in Sagittarius at the end of Scorpio season, as Scorpio season closes, your Sag moon feels a mix of anticipation and relief. Scorpio's intensity has pulled you into the shadows, asking you to face truths and transform old beliefs. Now, with the moon in your sign, you get to lift your gaze again towards freedom, possibility, and of course, expansion. So this is the moment where your fiery lunar nature feels a spark just reignite. It's the reminder that beyond every ending, there's also a new adventure ahead. So you could feel a need to shake off Scorpio's heaviness, reclaim optimism, insights about your emotional truth, woven into a new philosophy, a perspective. There could also be a restlessness, an urge to move forward very quickly, rapidly, even while lingering shadows call for integration. So there could be strong dreams, intuitive flashes about the next chapter of your journey. So working with this energy, use ritual fire. Light a candle and declare what truth you've carried from Scorpio's depths into Sagittarius light. And a final journal prompt for you during the end of Scorpio. What wisdom have I learned through Scorpio's intensity? And how does it guide you into freedom? Move your body, dance, hike, stretch to really let and just allow emotions move out through actions. And moon medicine for you at the end of Scorpio season. I rise from shadow into light. My freedom is grounded in truth. My optimism born from transformation. And we are back. Got a little smudgy smudge going. So in this 4 pillars, this transition from Scorpio, which is water, into Sag, which is fire, it's an elemental alchemy. Water, Scorpio, that equals depth. Emotion, the shadows. And fire, Sagittarius in this case, equals wisdom, insight, and the vision. So water teaches us what must be released, where fire teaches us what must be revealed. So we're going to break this down through each element, which is the day master. And the day master is the core energy of the 4 pillars. When I do my personal sessions, I always want to look at your day master and kind of bring that into the shells in a one-on-one session. That's how I create your personalized ritual, energetic foundation, basically. But if you have a fire day master, you're being lit from within. This is like big ideas, bold moves, spiritual clarity. And a wood day masters, in this case, this one is a wood day master. This is a new direction. That's what's forming. This is a calling. It's really not a coincidence. So pay attention. And earth day masters, this is where stability forms through clarity. So it's about you refining the path. Where a metal day master, truth is sharpening. So it's about cutting away the dead weight. I almost said the dead wood, which is dead weight sometimes. Water day masters, your intuition is activated. Trusting the signs and trust and tune into the whispers. Because Scorpio season was the purge, and Sag moons, that's the prophecy. So next week, not only do we step into the leap, the quantum leap. So if you all have subscribed to the Coven, the shadow portal is actually coming. But in the 4 pillar system, we always want to look at the year, the month, the day, and the hour as 4 energetic pillars shaping the field. So right now, as we transition out of the depths of Scorpio and prepare for the rise of Sagittarius, we're kind of working with a mix of fire energy, which is passion, spirit, visibility, and we've entered period 9, so fire is very much illuminated. And water energy, again, intuition, emotion, communication, even depth, ruled by Mercury in the 4 pillars energetic system. Wood energy is about growth, purpose, direction, innovation. It's like coming out of nowhere. It's the keepers of the wild. So we've got this delicious blend of water that has done the deep cleansing, fire that wants to rise with insight, all carried by wood, the pathway of purpose. So think of it like this. Scorpio season did the emotional excavation, and Sagittarius energy brings the spiritual storyline, and the pillars show us how this plays out in real life. So depending on your day master, if you're a fire day master, this is your moment of being seen and speaking your truth. If you're a wood day master, that's your calling or purpose. It's getting louder. And if you're an earth day master, this is about stabilizing your next leap. And if you're a metal day master, refinement, boundaries. Boundaries are the medicine. And if you're a water day master, your intuition is on high octave. So I would say listen to your dreams, those subtle nudges, those emotional hits, your feelings. So this elemental mixture or ingredients, it's like we've done the shadow work. Now it's time to align with our path, our purpose, our frequency for the next chapter unfolding through the soul's harmonic. So if you're already feeling the energy shifting, this is your moment to really tune in. And as the sun enters Sagittarius, this is the pillar for that moment, which is in just a few hours, mind you, literally. So it's a yang wood horse day that's kind of magnetized for all of us in this moment. The yin fire pig month, and of course the yin wood snake year. But we ingress into Sagittarius at the hour of the yin water rooster hour. So as the sun crosses the threshold into Sagittarius, the cosmos shifts from the depths of water to the blaze of fire. So again, we rise from Scorpio's underworld, the coven, and we step into a season of expansion, exploration, spiritual truths. So today's 4 pillars bring a very specific signature to this Sagittarian ignition. So Yang Wood Horse Day, because it always goes back to the day pillar. This is about growth meeting motion, freedom even, and vision meeting action, fire meeting inspiration. And a yin fire pig month, that's warmth wrapped in softness. It's emotion fueling intuition. It's our desire moving through compassion. And a yin wood snake year, this is like the long path of transformation, shedding, it's revealing, it's refining the soul's design. And a yin water rooster hour. So this is intuition meeting discernment, metal, and emotional truth finding a voice. So wood feeds fire. Fire illuminates the truth. Water brings the emotional wisdom. And metal quietly refines the message. So this is not chaotic fire. This is guided fire. It's purposeful fire. It's got fire with direction. So for the Yang Wood Day Master, which is the core energy of this shift, so this chart feels like the wind is shifting behind your cells. Wood seeks the growth. The horse seeks movement. The snake seeks the awakening, and the pig is softening the emotional landscape. So our direction can rise from our heart space, not the old stories. So it's about letting go of the past. So the message is pretty simple. Your next chapter needs more truth and less hesitation. So Sagittarius is lifting the veil, asking us to aim higher, trust deeper, speak clearer, and walk the path that feels like freedom, not obligation, which how often do we do that? So today, the cosmos invites a new narrative, a new story. It's all coming in through the soul's harmonic, the 9th energetic center. One where you can move forward with both fire and wisdom, both vision and intuition, both clarity and compassion. So welcome to Sag season, the season of the seeker, the wanderer, the one who follows the flame of her own becoming. So as the sun moves into Sagittarius, firing, galloping on the horse, fire and faith are returning to the sky. The season is shifting from the watery depths of Scorpio to the flames of expansion. This really is a call to move, explore, and trust the journey ahead. However, the chart is whispering that this fire is not a wildfire. It's tempered with intuition, reflection, and purpose. So the energies and the vital energies, the cosmos, the galaxy, teaches us to really move forward in truth. And in order to do so, we must let the heart lead with wisdom. It always comes back to our heart center, not haste, trust, right, over fear. So I like to break down the elementals because it always goes back to the day master, which is the core energies. So knowing that our day master is wood, it's a yang wood day, but we also got a yin wood year. So wood as an element is dominant. It's all about growth, initiation, and new vision. And Sag season is amplifying wood's need, the energy of wood, to explore, to grow beyond old horizons. Where fire, we've got yin fire in the month, plus we've got the horse branch, so it's very fiery. Plus we've got the snake. So it's strong, it's passion, it's spiritual illumination. It's also courage. And the fire harmonizes beautifully, energetically with the sun in Sagittarius. But it's this cosmic fire of purpose and optimism blended. And the earth is actually minimal. It's all in storage or hidden, they call it, in the snake and the horse. So it's minimal. It's a rooting energy, so it's low. So grounding energetically must be cultivated intentionally. So it'd be wise to ground, just a little FYI. And you can ground into elements just as easy as you can ground into the earth, just a side note, as a kicker. But metal, the rooster hour, that's very subtle energy. This is bringing discernment, refinement. It's us using our voice, which I don't know if you can tell. Mine's a little scratchy since yesterday, but this supports speaking your truth clearly, but also authentically. Water in the yin water hour is very gentle. It's reflective, it's intuition. So this is inner clarity meets emotional sensitivity. It's clear waters. So overall, the elemental flow, I always look at where wood is feeding fire, and fire is activating the expansion, the illumination. Metal is tempering all of this with wisdom. It's giving fire a job. And water is cooling and refining the emotional field. So this creates this dynamic harmony between what I like to call in spirit nation and integration. We always have to integrate. So it's just, I think it's an ideal setting for Sagittarian intentions with grounded awareness. So the relationship to the day master, because it all comes back to the Yangwood day master, which is the visionary tree. And of all the day masters, Yangwood needs all the elements for balance. And the year, being the Yinwood snake, is the same element, but it's got this yin-yang polarity. So this actually deepens our intuition, but also our reflection. But our growth is mirroring ancestral wisdom. It's coming from the ancestral lineage. And the snake's hidden fire is igniting the transformation through vision or insight. And the yin fire pig, the month, that fire is also supporting the wood, which is passion, purpose, creativity. So it's all being fueled by this emotional understanding. So the pig's water, that's ensuring that the fire stays wise, not reckless. And the yin water rooster, the water is nourishing the wood as well. However, the metal in the rooster adds this necessary refinement. It's like the tool used to prune the wood tree, but also the yin wood. So it's like the lawnmower, the pruner, the landscaper. So this is encouraging speaking from emotional truth as well, and not so much the reaction of it. And our day branch, the horse, so that's fire beneath wood. This equals like this radiant vitality, of course, charisma. And our soul wants to move. It wants to create, express. It wants to lead. Heart, lead with your heart. So just to summarize, the month's kickoff energy in a few hours here, literally like 2, maybe 3. The Yangwood Horse Day brings this visionary, idealistic, bold tone to the entrance of Sagittarius. Yet the surrounding water and metal are keeping us emotionally intelligent, but also ethically aligned. It's like we're in our own sacred space. So this is a day to really tune into your intuition, where intuition meets illumination with the fire, and truth becomes an act of courage. So sometimes we do have to act courageously. So I would just say a cosmic message as we kick off Sagittarius season. It's opening the road ahead, but the horse is reminding us that freedom must have direction. And the snake has been whispering all year long. I say this every Friday, I think, but shed those old skins of self-doubt primarily. The pig is humming, like find joy in emotional honesty. And the rooster is singing to really invoke and speak your truth, even if your voice is scratchy like mine or trembling. So yeah, I'm really loving these energies. I just want to say out loud that the snake and the pig are kind of a conflict energy, but they're also a birthing of a season and a direction. So this is not just the start of a fire season. It really is the ignition of soulful purpose. So kind of tune into that and tell me what you feel. I don't know what the moon brought for you, but it feels like a very courageous Scorpio new moon. But I do have a Scorpio moon in the late degrees. So just putting that out there. So next up, if you would like a mini Cowry Shell divination, be sure to go ahead and drop your birth year and month in the chat. I see Sky Blessings is over on YouTube. And as a practicing Cowry Shell diviner, if you don't know, in the lineage of Elder Melodoma Somé, these shells reveal your elemental choreography, your purpose, the forces of adversity that may or may not be moving through your life right now. And Sagittarius moon really makes this a very powerful divination, especially because the truth wants to be seen. So with that, a quick break and obviously a drink of water here, and then we'll get into the shells and see what they have to say. Have you heard of Omen Days? A sacred time of reflection, release, and intention setting, spanning 12 magical nights during Yule. Write down 13 personal wishes before the 21st of December, winter solstice, or on the 24th of December, Christmas Eve. Each wish represents something you'd love to manifest in the coming year, but there's a twist. Every night during Omen Days, you burn one wish. The smoke then carries it to the universe where higher powers take care of it. But the 13th wish, that's the one for you to make happen. Write each wish on a small piece of paper, fold them and place them in a jar or a bowl. Every night, pick one at random and burn it. Also, grab a deck of your oracle cards and pick a message each night. Every night, pick one at random and burn it and grab a card. On the final night, take ownership of your 13th wish. It's your responsibility to fulfill. Why is it magical? Omen Days isn't just about wishing, it's about letting go, trusting the universe. By starting on the winter solstice, this marks the return of light, perfect for setting intentions for a brighter new year. Begin on December 21st and embrace the magic of transformation. Oh, that is definitely my favorite ritual, and it's like we're peaking it right now. So speaking of chapters, the next chapter, this brings me to something I'm so super excited about. I started the Quantum Leap series on 11/11 at 11. So this isn't just a little cute timestamp, by the way. It's an energetic gateway. The Quantum Leap series is really, it's all about clearing your energetic blocks, dissolving old timelines, activating your field, so you can really live from your next frequency, not just your past patterns. I like to say before we leap, we need to clear energetically before we quantum leap into the field of endless possibilities. That's where we want to release those blocks, things that we've actually caged up or literally locked with a key and thrown away the key, whether it's your money fears, relationship residues, health fatigue, creative blocks, even spiritual disconnection. I think there's a lot of that. But inside the series, we move through portals, 5 different portals and more, actually. Each one is aligned with an energetic center, along with an elemental to really help you remember your light and embody your power. So if you are feeling the call to really shift your reality, change your stories, change your stars, step into a deeper alignment with your soul, your spirit, you totally are invited to join me. You can hop online into the coven or really just join part of the workshop in the subscriber community where you can gather with like-minded energies. You'll get full access to the Quantum Leap experience, which includes meditations, rituals, replays, and a live coven village. The details are actually, they're in the show notes, or you can go to my website, tonyadee.tv/workshop. So if your spirit is whispering yes, definitely follow that nudge. Okay, so let's move on to my very favorite part, or one of my very favorite parts of the show, mini Cowry Shell divinations. Why do I do these? I ask myself sometimes. Spirit invoked it, right? But Cowry Shell divination is an ancient art brought to the West by Elder Melodoma Somé. He's an African not just a medicine man, he's an elder, a shaman of the Dagar tribe in Burkina Faso, who I am not just honored. Spirit guided me to work with Melodoma, the little tree spirits coming there. Yeah, I got you. I'm a protege, a student of his. I was guided by vision to work with him, and I stayed with him until he transitioned in peace. I'm going to say return in peace, December 7th. Wow, I just recognized that. But the shells reveal the forces of support, but also the forces or challenges of adversity, the elemental pathways that are currently active in your field, your energetic field, your subtle field. So if your heart feels called for a little mini glimpse today, go ahead and comment your birth year, your birth month in the chat, the comments there, and I'll move your shells on your behalf and reflect what's showing up in your elemental design. Especially how this Sagittarius moon and the upcoming quantum leap the window are literally interacting with your unique individual kind of, it's not just your energy, it's your own unique algorithm. So I really like that. But for now, I'm going to go with Sky Blessings, November 19th, 1997. So in the Dagar cosmology, people born in years ending in 7, I know for myself, we've got other world connection. It literally is spirit to source connection. If we don't pay attention to the spirit world, that's usually, and that includes our dreams, our ancestors, visions. That's the realm that we navigate to. And when we don't, that's when I find I have my own energetic hiccups. So it speaks through vision. It literally is fiery intuition. I do a lot of fire rituals myself to stay aligned. And of course, Tiger wants to join the show as per usual. So just saying that for your the year you're born. Now the month also brings me to the season we're in. We're in a month right now, the pig month, the birth of water. So water and fire. It's conduit energies, like one will reflect off the other. So it's like spiritual intuition visits like the soul intuition. So it's kind of like that. I'll just go with that for now. So I'll burn some incense here and cleanse my web since my cat wanted to join us. Tiger likes the shells. He lays on them. It's kind of, and he's wanting to do it again. He's getting his angle, his jumping angle. So let me just do a little move. That's not for you. Just getting myself prepared. Okay, so I'm going to affirm your spirit, Sky Blessings. I'll affirm my spirit, that I may be a conduit. I'll affirm your gatekeepers, your guides, your guardians, the being seen and unseen, the forest spirit, the tree spirit, the water spirits, the fire spirits, all the elemental spirits, the Wedemays, the Contombles, the genies, the Wadiers, the Wedemays, the Great Spirit, the oneness, that I may be a conduit to deliver the message you need to receive today. And with that, I say Ashe, which means blessings. Okay. All right, my girl. You are like in a place of communication. We need you to start using your voice. Or, yeah, literally getting into the flow, get organized around using your voice. We don't want the water to stop. We want to get you in the flow of that. So I feel like there's something that may need to be said that you're holding back upon. I say that for a couple reasons. You're a fire being like myself. Change is happening for you. Your ancestors are there. You've got the wisdom. The change is definitely happening. So that tells me something. And also the change is happening in how you use your voice and how you communicate. It really is time for you to use your spiritual truth. Yeah, speak your wisdom to get you on your own, like being your own boss, using your voice, like being in charge. That's the word I was looking for. Your spiritual acumen is activated. Even the little beings that like want to sing and dance and play. So using your voice to activate your own spirit, like an optimistic venue. I know sometimes our mind is cruel. It's a tool. We hang on to experiences of everything we've ever experienced. So I want to say that. I do want to say also, like, your light is shining very bright. It's very illuminating, but it's changing. You, like, literally, as I look at this, your connection to spirit is changing. How you use your voice is shifting. your connection and how you connect to spirit. You're going to be doing something different. It's time for you to be seen and have a different elevated perspective. If you don't know about the energetic system, the soul's harmonic, it's the 9th energetic system. I studied with Cindy Dell. It's a great portal for you. I feel like that would be very wise. So get into the flow and get organized about that, because that's kind of what's blocking you, is like getting into the flow of activating your voice for this change to happen and where you belong and how you identify in the world. But you do need to work on earth boundaries in the physical, the 3D. We all need to work on boundaries. That just happens to be where yours are showing up. Everything that's happening for you, it's a wake-up call to bring you inner peace and be in divine alignment with what your heart wants. Okay, so I hope that was helpful if you're still tuning in. That was kind of a lot. Or maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just a little. Okay, well, do we have anybody else that wants the shells moved on their behalf? And again, private divinations, I do your 4 pillars chart. It's a recording, and I give you a private ritual to address the forces of adversity that I may or may not see. Usually it's a channeled thing. Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, the fire Sag season is going to kick off brilliantly. That's what that's about. Okay, well, if I don't see anybody tuning in that wants me to move the shells on their behalf, gratitude and blessings, sharing it forward. Anybody that shares your birth details anytime during my show. This is just about opening the field for a little peekaboo, I want to say. So just know, whether you received a session, a reading, or you're just tuning in on a replay, just know that the messages that resonate are also for you. Spirit speaks in echoes, never in a straight line. It's always energy, frequency, vibration. But before I shut my show down today, a reminder, as always, the Quantum Leap series, this is not just a workshop. It really is an initiation. And before we can leap, we have to clear what I'm calling locks. Like, we've used a key and we've thrown it away. We've locked ourselves in this space, caged in. And before we can expand, we have to remember the light. And before we shift timelines, we have to tune into a frequency, the one that resonates with us. So next week, that's when we're going to begin the journey again. I keep adding to it, by the way. So if you're not yet in the online coven or the workshop subscriber community, I would say now is definitely the moment to join. Plus, I've got the Shadow Moon portal. All you got to do there is subscribe to my email list, by the way. It's going to be fantastic. Already working on that. So as we wrap up and close today, the Fantastic Friday show, I really want you to feel into your Sag moon. Feel it rising into your field, knowing the arrow has already been fired. I can sense it. I can feel it. The path is opening. I feel like our truth is calling, and our next leap is really aligning. So I do want to leave you with a little momentum, knowing that you walked through Scorpio's depths. Now we're at the Sag moon. The Sag moon is now lifting you towards that horizon. So this is your moment to really left hand on your heart, or both hands. I like prayer pose myself, just saying. I want you to put your hands on your heart, or a hand, whatever resonates. It's like, what am I truly ready to leave behind? And what truth am I ready to live or become in? And if you're feeling the nudge to really go deeper, you can join me inside the coven for rituals, guided journeys, community. All you have to do is subscribe to a workshop series, or just join 1 month for curiosity. It's an investment in yourself, actually. So this is where we're going to dive into the Quantum Leap series, a never-ending series. And again, if you want personalized insight, you can always schedule a private Cowry Shell divination session. TonyaDee.tv at the top there. Solus, the fire god here. He's actually a singer of the realm. These are little beings that are like angels, dakinis, guardians of the other world. I love that he showed up. I'm going to light a candle, I think, a red one. But if you schedule a Cowry Shell divination, sorry, I went sideways. This is where I map out your elemental design. I craft a ritual prescription specifically for you. But until then, keep your wisdom and your flame flowing, listening to your whispers of your own soul, and aligning with your timeline, the timeline that really feels like home. And if you don't know me, I am the Tonya Dee. My motto is changing lives, igniting passions on the information highway while awakening the spirit. I find if people can throw shade and dim your light for zero reason, then I can radiate brilliance for no reason. So stay luminous, and I'll see you at the Quantum Leap. Sparkle, radiate, and join me there. I'm going to finish today's show with the absolute meditation. I played this a couple of weeks ago. Just know if you're listening to me on Facebook, my live shows disappear after 30 days. Last week I paid to exist. And of course, I got in some trouble for that. But just know we all get paid to exist. It's our birthright. So with that, I say ashe, enjoy this meditation, and I'll see you on the other side.
Okay, as we begin, make sure you are grounded, you are centered, you're connected to the elemental being that resides with you. And we're going to do this a little backwards in a way. So as you get into your sacred space and you've taken a breath, you've taken a pause, and you are embodied, just listen and just tune in. So I affirm the Great Spirit, the cosmos, my direct connection to Source. I affirm all the beings in the unseen, my guardians, my gatekeepers, the Wedame, the fierce protectors of the wild. Being authentic, the Cantomblé, the beings that are similar to leprechauns, poetry, magic, joy, laughter, love, song, and dance. The genies, the beings of a direct conduit, beings who communicate through spheres of sacred geometry. I affirm my spirit as the magical being of starlight that I am. I protect and I connect my infinite spirit coming home from the Great Spirit, the divine, the infinite heart to my unique star, my spirit, I connect. Stretching out your hands to your own personal unique energetic center, your gift and purpose, the gift you bring into this incarnation. I protect and connect to my force empathy, my personal ability to command forces. You may feel your hands begin to tingle, to charge up as streams of absolute light stream through your being straight from Source, directly through your unique energetic field into your hands. As these streams connect, know you're connecting and protecting into and through the Earth Star, the 10th energetic center, the natural empathy or nature empathy, bringing your magic, your gift and purpose, your medicine into your being, manifesting and materializing into this world, through the world of nature, connecting with the environment, aligning with your 5-axis. I connect and I protect with my soul's harmonics, seeing through the eyes of God all the treasures through signs, sigils, sacred geometry, and so much more. I connect and I protect the imaginal realm, knowing that all I see in the imaginal has the unlimited, endless possibility of infinite potential. I connect and protect my divine connection to Spirit. I sense Spirit sparkling through me, activating the star that I am. I connect and I protect with my ability to see clarity with my visions, with color. I connect and I protect with my authentic voice, spiritual truths, sound, the energy of sound, the harmonics of sound. I connect and I protect my voice to be heard, my spiritual connection to spiritual voice, being a conduit, being a channel. I connect and I protect with my heart, my high heart and divine heart, the spheres of the heart aligned, the relationship of love of self in the physical, in the materialization, love of self in my environment, love of myself connected directly to Source. I protect and I connect the aspects of my mind, mental clarity, allowing the Great Spirit to cleanse all thoughts that are negating to my spirit. I allow the ideals of Great Spirit to flow. I protect and connect to my emotional field. I feel what I feel and transform emotions that are not mine. I place them upon the divine altar for transmutation and healing. I protect and connect with my root center, knowing I am safe, I am secure, I am divinely aligned. I feel fantastic. I am connected and protected on the earth plane. My gifts and purpose are activated. As the streams of the Absolute are channeling through me, I return to a place where forces of adversity appeared, trauma, an energetic hiccup. I go back into the time when the adversity happened. And as I am navigating in this space, giving a pause and time, this place, seeing through the eye of Creator, go ahead and imagine in your mind's eye a different outcome, the outcome your heart authentically desires, knowing you're safe, you're connected, you are protected. What does that feel like as relief washes over you? It's like a cosmic bathing stream. The divine waters cleanse all debris of the winds of time. You in this moment are clear, cleansed. All that was is transformed, healed, now available to you and for you to create from the star that you are. The past is clear. You are ultimately becoming the star that you are, seeing through the Creator, the eyes of Creator. The light is illuminating from all your chambers. Seeing yourself as the divine spark. Seeing yourself as you are, how illuminated you are, like a candle that burns bright. Illumination. All forces of adversity are dissipated. All that is left is pure absolute light. Take a breath, hold the pause, release, and so it will be. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Blessings, everyone. You may now take a breath and a pause, and when you're ready, open your eyes and return into the physical.
Oh, I'm back.